Hello, this is Pac-Man Halloween 2025 edition. It's a new Pac-Man game that Google just put out as their Google Doodle. It's on their main homepage. If you click their Google logo on their main search page, google.com, which currently has a sort of Halloween-themed logo image that looks something like the logo at the top of this screen you see here. It'll bring up this game, so let's check it out. Now you play this with the cursor keys. I've got the cursor keys mapped to my DualSense controller through a utility called DS for Windows, but you can just use your arrow keys if you don't have something like that. There's no key. Now notice how that sound for the eating the fruit is really loud. There's no key to pause it. You can pause it if you click that pause button up at the top, but you'll have to use a mouse pointer, or I can use the touchpad on my DualSense controller clumsily. Now notice how there's still ghosts that are edible, but the ghost eating sound stops. That doesn't happen in the regular Pac-Man, I don't think, so that's one sort of, there's a couple rough edges to this, I guess, and that's one that I've noticed. I also noticed that I think it was after I had put Windows to sleep while this was on pause, and then I woke Windows up and the pause button wasn't really working. And look at this, like you gain lives, you gain a streak of lives up to about 10,000. It seems like you're gaining a life every, for a space there, you're gaining a life like every 1,000 points or something. It's crazy, but then that seems to tail off. Okay, I got lucky there. I've never seen level 2 yet. I've just been messing around, testing stuff on level 1. Notice my hat. The game seems to give... Whoa. That's funky. The game seems to give you a random hat when you start the game. One of the hats, this is like a little strawberry hat. One of the hats, it's got weird colors, but there's candy corn. That's fruit. One of the hats has a profile. Like, yeah, the colors are weird, but the profile of it looks a heck of a lot. Well, I can't even talk. I'm so excited. It looks a heck of a lot like the bow worn by Miss Pac-Man, which is interesting, given that a lot of people theorize that Namco is trying to sort of make the world forget that Miss Pac-Man exists, since they have to pay royalties on it or something still. But that's not the case. I mean, after all, you can still get the Miss Pac-Man arcade port on Steam. They never delisted that. There was a time where they were replacing Miss Pac-Man in ports with a generic Pac-Mom character. And they're probably still going to keep doing that, I suppose, but I don't know, who knows. So anyway, Team Ghost. I mean, this is basically Pac-Man gameplay with new mazes, but they're kind of done in more or less the arcade style of layout. You know, it's a vertical, that was stupid, vertical layout, one tunnel, so forth. There's a blog article, and I'll put a link to this in the description under the video if I remember. There's a blog article that Google posted about this game, and for one thing, they said it'll be on the Google home page on October 30th and 31st, which kind of freaked me out at first because I thought, oh no, they're going to take it away and then maybe they'll just bring it back every year at Halloween. But then on the selectbutton.net forums, a user there shared, I can't, laser beams or razor beams or something, shared a link to the Google Doodle for this game, that is, it's like its permanent URL or something, like it's not just the Google search page URL. So I guess I've like maxed out my lives or something here. So maybe it'll just be accessible at this address year round. I guess we'll find out on November 1st. And I'll have that link, that hopefully permalink for this, in the description under this video as well. Well, those are kind of cheesy little animations, but you gotta say they put a lot of stuff into this Google Doodle game. I mean, you know, supposedly it's for the 45th. Now I don't know about that stair step lane there. That's a little goofy. This is supposedly, you know, made for the 45th anniversary of Pac-Man, which came out, the original Pac-Man came out in 1980. Oh, now here's another thing. Oh, shoot. Oh, and the thing's gone now. Okay, well, I want to see if I can show you the other little, perhaps glitch or just rough edge I noticed. Besides the one where the ghost chasing sound goes away before the ghosts have, while some ghosts are still in chase mode or still in edible mode. I gotta get more dots here though. Come on, dots. I think I still got a fruit available here, don't I? Maybe I screwed that up. Maybe I don't. I guess not. Dang it. Kind of like these weird minimalist, like line art stages. The Google blog post says that 4 of the stages were made. It doesn't say who made them. It just says in cooperation with Bandai Namco Entertainment, whatever their name is. And it says there's 8 stages. So does that mean what are the other 4 stages? Are they just like from old Pac-Man games, or were they stages that were made by like Google, or I mean what? I don't know the answer to that question either. Notice how it says now I'm on level 5 of 8 at the upper left. R.I.P. Bubbling cauldron. We got this sort of repeating ghost house thing. We got spiders. We got park benches. Oh, there's a potion, a magic potion. Dang, I'm screwing this up. The potion's gonna go away. So, what I noticed was that the ghosts seem to... the fruits or whatever, you know, the bonus items seem to draw over the ghosts. If a ghost crosses the potion, or whatever it is, the bonus item sprite will draw in front of the ghost, whereas in actual arcade Pac-Man, the ghost would be drawn in front of the bonus item. Dang it, what? Am I only getting one? Or maybe because I miss it, you don't get the second one? Is that how that works in regular Pac-Man? I don't know. Keep screwing it up. They seem to have basically put this game in kind of easy mode. Then again, I'm not... Whoa, that was funky. I'm not gaining X like I was up to 10,000 points. It's just weird. Man, we got some traps, candles, little skull things. I'm not really sure what the power pellets are supposed to be. Oh wait, are they? They're eyeballs, aren't they? Okay, now here's an acorn. Can I get a ghost to go? Oh, I can't. See, I don't. These walls. Oh man, the acorn's probably not going to come back now. Like I keep thinking I can. I thought I could like. Well, not consciously, but I sort of subconsciously thought I could go through that gap between the base of the candles and the wall, but of course you can't. So they don't draw those barriers to the edge of the wall, and it's throwing me off. And these sort of little kinked corridors are a thing that has been in... I don't know, what Pac-Man was that? Was that like Super Pac-Man or Pac and Pal or... No, actually, well, there was one very recent. It was in like that, originally on PSP, that collection, and it came out later on other stuff. Where, actually no, there was also that, what was that weird arcade one where you had like turbo boost and stuff. But some of these previous Pac games had corridors that like turned like half a length of the character. Those are a real pain. Just not fun to navigate. And these types of corridors aren't really my favorites either. I like those 3 gravestones. This is like a simpler layout, which I think I like more. It doesn't have the sort of winding corridors, which I just don't feel properly Pac-Man-ish to me. And now we're back to fruits. That's a Miss Pac-Man fruit, though. Wait, does regular... I don't think regular... Okay, see how the ghost went behind the banana. I don't really like how the ghosts have this sort of fuzzy glow to them. It's kind of cheesy. I wish they were solid, jaggy sprites without fuzzy stuff. And they've also got some kind of like fake fuzzy scan line thing on them. I mean, of course, it's fake. But yeah. I guess you don't get a second chance at the power-up if you miss it once. I wonder if you do get it, if you get another one. I really don't remember how it works if you miss one on regular Pac-Man. I kind of thought you would get a chance at another one on regular Pac-Man. Oh man, I've just been gobbling up power pellets. A scarecrow. See, these lines down here are not my favorite, but there's a couple long lanes in regular Pac-Man and like Miss Pac-Man. But I swear that banana's from Miss Pac-Man, isn't it? Ah, heck. So they're not exactly pretending Miss Pac-Man doesn't exist here with banana and I could be wrong about banana not being in Pac-Man. I may have to look that up. Also, the time you're given to... Whoops, I thought that was it. The time you're given to eat ghosts has not really gotten shorter as far as I've seen. Not noticeably like it does in Pac-Man. So now I'm up to stage 8 of 8. Whoa, there's a cartoon. Is that a Namco character? That cat? We got sneakers. We got a weight. Like a barbell. Is that hearts? Go there. See how it went behind the power-up, whatever that is? Dang it. I've been waiting to demonstrate that. I haven't gotten any of the extra point items. This is an interesting stage. It's not a Halloween theme anymore. It's a trophy room, I guess, because it's the final stage. So what'll happen if I beat this stage? Darts. Why darts? Is that an ironing board over on the left? Refrigerator? Sort of domestic theme going on. Yeah, that power pellet sprite is kind of weird. Like, it's got to be an eyeball, but it's pretty janky looking. That cat is funny too. And what is it zapping? Is that like a purse? Oh, heck. 1 dot to go. There you go, strawberry hat Pac-Man. Oh man, it gives you a pseudo glitch screw. What do they call that? Death screen or whatever in Pac-Man at stage 250 whatever. But it says Happy Halloween kind of in scrambled letters. That's pretty funny. So it just ends. That's disappointing. Oh, see now these might be all the different hats. And I think you randomly may get a pack without a hat too. I think I had a no hat pack once. What's that one in the upper right? It's kind of hard to tell what some of these are like. And the one below in the upper right, but below the top one, what is that? Is that like a pig? It's got a little pig tail. Is it a bomb? I mean, what? Got a wizard hat, you got a Viking hat, you got a witch hat, you got a... That sure does look like a... I can't tell what it is, but... Is it a cat or a bat head maybe? But that's the one see in the sort of center lower left. Actually, I think that might be supposed to be some kind of animal, but if you look at just the profile, it's kind of like Miss Pac-Man's bow, but I don't think they were going for that consciously. You got pumpkin, I guess, in the upper left, and also oh, that's a frog. That's kind of funny. I hope that's not political. Well, so I imagine if you click the more games, that'll just take you to their Google Doodle games page. I want to go... I'm going to do this on my phone. Let's look up... I looked this up yesterday as it happened, and I thought regular... Let's see, Pac-Man... Fruits... And there's some page that kind of... I think it's a wiki page that has like a chart of fruits in various Pac games. Yeah, Pac-Man wiki. And... So Pac-Man has cherry, strawberry, orange, apple, melon... Galaxian, Bell, and Key. This Pac-Man has one less item, and the last item in Miss Pac-Man is a banana. And there's Pac-Man Plus, which hasn't had a regular home port interestingly enough, and that's just kind of a weird sort of tweaked out version of Pac-Man. That's got weird stuff like a cola can, a pea pod, bread, pancakes is the top one in that. No banana though. And there's Junior Pac-Man, which was another sort of, I think that was a Western made one. Because like Namco pretends that one doesn't exist either. Like that one's top item is root beer, second top item is a cat. But no banana there, so maybe the banana does come from Miss Pac-Man. The banana first appeared in Miss Pac-Man worth 5,000 points. It also appeared in Miss Pac-Man Maze Madness and several other Miss Pac-Man games and Pac-Mania. Oh, so Pac-Mania had it. It's in Pac-Man CE. Okay, so they adopted the banana a long time ago and other Pac stuff. Well, let's play again, I guess. I'll try to get... I should be able to get a higher score. But, oh, now I've got the... I don't know what this is. Am I a fish? I've got two little things on me. I guess I'm a fish, maybe? Oh, heck. I want my apple. The apple sound is really loud. Now I think the ghost behavior is... But see, they can go up through that path, which is deceptive because there's paths like that above the ghost house in the regular Pac-Man maze, and the ghosts can't go up through them. Oh, it was dumb. So you can't just hide out in those on this one. I wonder if there are safe spots in these mazes. Like in the regular Pac-Man maze. So at 8,000 points, I'm already up to 4 Pac-Man. Just over 8,000. And then at 10,000 some, I get a 5th. I like these hands. See, there's Inky, the blue ghost. He was messing me up in regular Pac-Man yesterday, going down to the lower right-hand corner. That's his place to be, it seems. And it seems that's the same in this one. Got a sofa, we got portraits of ghosts, got a chair, what is that thing there? Get my candy corn. There's various skulls in some of these stages. Teen Ghost, that's kind of weird. I mean, it makes sense though, the ghosts, I guess this is the ghost's house, they've decorated it like they wanted. They've got a computer screen, a GPS. Is that for hunting Pac-Man? Getting the ghost mobile. They got a fridge for ghost foods. I don't know. They got mice. Is that because they spend all their time chasing Pac-Man rather than taking care of other problems in their apartment? They got big coat racks. Oh, I guess that's a carpet right there. Oh, I failed to input. My thumb did not go the way I wanted it to go. My thumb tripped. Is that a ghost up in the attic? So there's no little cutscene from level 2 to 3. There's a well. What is this here, though? Is that kind of a well also? It's just a path with a thing at the end. Dang it. Oh, I missed the bonus item. What was that? A firecracker? Or like a noisemaker? Picket fence up here. Is this dot eating sound more like the Miss Pac-Man dot eating sound, or is it the Pac-Man sound? Kind of funny they put that little direction arrow. Is that supposed to kind of help navigation, or just to show that your input is working? I mean, I guess if you pay attention to that, you might realize that you don't have to keep holding the direction key, because Pac-Man operates by your last direction press at the next turn. So I gained another pack at 30,000. So you gain like 2 or 3 up to 10,000, then I think the next one isn't until 30,000. Is this a weird smelly bed? What is that? This place is kind of a shamble. Got big eyes, what is that at the top? It's just like smelly garbage. Smelly socks, smelly t-shirts. This is some otaku's creepy house. Maybe it's just a creepy house. You can't even say it's a haunted house, it's just a smelly house. I guess that's kind of creepy. Oh no. No. Jeez, what a time for the ghost reverse. Too bad for me. You've got a refrigerator with a spider web hung across it in a sort of weird way. I don't know how that would help a spider catch a fly. I like these spider... Okay, let's get a potion. Ah! No! Dang it. Too eager to get the thing, and now I'm not gonna get it. Oh man, I haven't got a power-up since the candy corn. I don't know if I'm gonna beat my score, even though... Yeah. I have to play again. There doesn't seem to be like a leaderboard, which It's not really surprising given that it's just a free game that anybody can play. If you go to that, Google Games page, or the Google Doodle page, if you Google that anyway, it's got one there, and those, it's got some awful icons. You can't really tell what the games are gonna look like at all. They're just these sort of modern, I don't know, generic illustration icons. It's pretty bad, but they have one there called Classic Pac-Man, which is the original Google Pac-Man Doodle, which kind of, blew everybody's mind back when, I don't know when that came out. What was that, 2020 maybe? Or 2000, I don't know. Which had, was a licensed Pac-Man game just set inside the Google logo, which was just letters spelling Google. And I never really liked that. I mean, it was kind of cool that they made that at all, but I didn't particularly like that as a game. That maze kind of blows. And if you go and look at it now, because you can still play it off of that Google Games page, for instance, the graphics are all blurry. Whatever scaling or... Okay, so I got the acorn. Whatever scaling they were using was using some kind of filtering, and it's all blurry. It sucks. Where is this, at least aside from that silly globe effect? It's nice and crisp. I've done it again. At least dying doesn't... I don't think that affects your score. Well, unless you get a bonus at the end for however many extra lives you have, but I didn't see anything suggesting it was giving me extra points. Kill screen, that's what they call that end screen in regular Pac-Man, where the game crashes at whatever 250 some stage. Donkey Kong has a kill screen. Oh, it's a caramel apple, of course, not a regular apple. So it's not just a nutritious, healthy fruit like in regular Pac. So there's a banana, though. Why would it be a banana? How is that Halloween themed? Only 3,000, and Miss Pac-Man, it's 5,000. This is a rip-off. You can see they're doing chunky scaling, on the points numbers are kind of doing some chunky, irregular scaling to get the numbers scaled up, which is better than a blur filter, of course, by a lot, by a mile. Here's another man at 70,000. Another pack, I should say. Oops. It's the trophy stage. How did he not catch me? He was so much faster. Yeah, I'm hard-pressed here to beat my old score where I was intentionally not getting the power-ups. This is terrible. 5,000. I shouldn't say power-ups. It's not like you get power. They're just bonus items. This is kind of, though, the game that I wanted Namco to be making, like, all this stuff. That was awkward, dang it. That power pellet seemed like it was sort of halfway sticking out, because, of course, these little barriers don't draw all the way to the corridor edge, which makes navigation visually a little uncertain. So I was thinking I could squeeze by that power pellet, I guess, not thinking consciously. Unfortunately. Oh man, I don't think I'm gonna beat my other score. That's pretty sad. I don't think I can now, even if I get perfect on this, which is not looking likely. Nope. Oh, I did it. I did it. I can't do math, fortunately. I beat it by 2,000. But it sucks that it doesn't just continue, but I guess that's not why they were loading you up on lives. Like, they didn't want to bother balancing the difficulty or anything. I mean, that's, of course, the real time-consuming part of a game like this, so I guess I can't blame them. I like that how they've got a big, like, boom box in the middle of the screen there. That's kind of 80s, I suppose. Maybe more late 80s than 1980, but whatever. Let's see what hat we get now. So I got the, well, I think it's like a domino mask and cat ears or something, but I'm gonna pretend it's sort of a tribute to Miss Pac-Man. Caramel apple. Yeah, the fruit sound is very loud compared to original Pac-Man and compared to any of the other sounds in this game. I shouldn't keep saying fruit sound either, because of course most of them aren't even sugar-coated fruits. Oh heck. Oh gosh. I wonder if this has the glitch that lets you go clean through a ghost head on sometimes, like you can in original arcade Pac-Man if you get lucky. You hit him right at the right moment. Probably not. You wouldn't think. Because that had to do specifically with, I don't know, some kind of specific, I mean, it was a glitch, basically. Based on how it was reading collision or something. Oh, dang it. I keep forgetting they go up through there. That's the trickiest part. Ooh. Oh no, Inky. Oh, so Inky's been in my head. Been in my head since yesterday. Jeez. How many times have I died here on stage 1? I should have like 5 Pac-Man in the lower left, and I've only got 3. Oh no, I screwed that up too. That was maybe a bit of a glitch how it kept playing the eyeball sound there. As the round ended. At least it got cleaned up. Are my eyes going funny, or is there kind of a, like... I think it's just my eyes going funny. So, but it looks like there's like a red edge on the right side of every other dot or so. Is that like an intentional, like, you know, like color sort of shift type effect look, or is that just a kind of scaling thing? Or is it just my eyeballs flaking out on me? But yeah, actually, just yesterday when I was playing regular Pac-Man, I was saying, like, why? Well, I was saying I wished I could hack my Pac-Man ROM, the one that I got from the Steam version, and just change the maze wall color from the regular blue to orange or something for Halloween, and then they come out with this, like, mere hours later. Kind of mind-blowing. But this is kind of the Pac-Man game I always thought they should have been making instead of all the other times they've tried and kept trying to reinvent the gameplay by changing the gameplay mechanics and adding a bunch of silly stuff. But, you know, I was just thinking, why not just leave the gameplay the same, because that's pretty much, you're not going to improve on that. It's just so simple. And just give us new mazes and, you know, maybe change the graphics a bit. Give it a, you know, a little fresh coat of paint. Not necessarily making it all shiny and flashy like they've done, especially more recently of late. It's been getting really ridiculous, flashy effects. But just, you know, different colors, different maze arrangements. That's all I needed to do. And they've finally done it, so that's cool. But then they, oh, if I'd been able to juke just for a sec there. But, you know, they didn't really, that was interesting. He was traveling down. He got a down input off from the start there. They didn't really bother balancing it. So they just load you up on lives. And they don't seem to change the ghost speeds. I don't think they change any of the speeds or timings as you go through stages. So, whereas like in regular Pac-Man, the characters speed up. The ghosts are eventually, I mean, everybody speeds up, but the ghosts are eventually faster relative to Pac-Man. And then you eventually have less time to eat the ghosts, but then that time sort of cycles every so many stages, so after a while you then again have more time to eat the ghosts, and then the time goes down again. And here they just didn't do any of that. So it's even more basic than regular Pac-Man, really. What is this thing? Is that like a candy bar coming out of the wrapper, I guess? Like a cut off view of a candy bar? Maybe. So I got my 30k extra life. It's too bad, like I think this, whoa, okay, that was a glitch. I restarted where I died. I think maybe it showed me for a brief instant at the spawn point, but then I was suddenly where I died. I was holding right. I think the movement speed here, which seems to be more or less fixed, is a little slower than the top speed you can reach in regular Pac-Man. So it feels a little slower in total than Pac-Man in that way. It's faster than the initial, like stage 1 Pac-Man speed. Okay, I gotta get potion. There we go. So now I didn't get potion last time. I didn't get candy bar last time. Oh man, weird speed burst. But yeah, it's just a very steady speed. Which, you know, does simplify things. And it makes it easier. Like, I have trouble handling the top speed in regular Pac-Man. That's where I just bite it. Of course, the ghosts by that time are even faster. Usually just start dying a lot. $50,000, okay. So 30,000, 50,000, 70,000, you get extra lives. That was a generous collision detection right there. I thought Inky overlapped me at the edge there, but it didn't get me. There's that animating sound icon in the upper left, but it's just on off. You can't, it doesn't seem to let you adjust the volume. Like, you know, just lowering it slightly or anything. So I just changed the volume to where I wanted it in Windows Sound Manager. I could have done it through OBS, through my recording software, but so that it would have recorded it the sound level I wanted relative to my microphone, but then it would still have been louder in my ears, and I'm kind of tired of that, so I didn't want to change. Oh, there's a mousetrap right there. That's kind of cool. This is the trap level. I like that skull with its hands in the air and a bat on its forehead in the attic here. I guess too, like, all of these are like, I guess they're supposed to be separate houses. We're all in these separate houses, and now we're in the trap house. They're all different, not exactly haunted houses, but kind of, we could call them haunted houses in the spirit of the holiday. It's Halloween Eve as I am playing this. You could say I strategically left 2 dots at the top so I would have an easier time getting free after eating that power pellet, but in fact I just forgot they were there. I like these scary trees here. Scarecrow. What is this? It almost looks like 2 bulls running into each other. Oh no, I gotta get banana. I think also in Pac-Man it changes the time the fruit stays available. Maybe not. It's a pretty generous fruit availability time in this game, or bonus item availability time, I should say. Because the banana is the only true, no sugar added fruit. Doing better on the bonus items count here, but did I miss the noisemaker or whatever it is, or has that not come up yet? Rip. I guess this one isn't a house, is it? We're just like seeing an overview of the neighborhood. Whoopsie. Inky, you haven't gotten faster. Eight. See what kind of score I can get. Can I still beat my score? I mean, mathematically, I'm pretty sure I can at this point. So I don't think you get... I think you only get one bonus item per stage, though. Oh no, it ate that one. Oh, dang it, I keep forgetting that. I keep getting fooled by that distance there. Ah, cripes. Well, I should still have plenty of points, though. Whoa, 92K, wow. There's something... I can swear that the 1600 is adding more than 1600 when you get that fourth ghost. I'm not going to be able to check it. I wasn't paying attention. I was thinking about the points. But maybe I just can't do math. That's most likely. Dang it. Well, you can certainly score way higher than that if you could get perfect 4 ghosts on each power pellet. Which I got nowhere close to. But yeah, I think you only get 1 bonus item chance per stage, which was throwing me at first. I still haven't got that noisemaker or whatever. But I think I'm gonna end it there. It's too bad that it's not you know, more or less endless game like regular Pac-Man, and a more balanced game, so they could have had more of a high score thing. I mean, I guess you'd say it is kind of a what do you call that? What do they call those in Japan? Like PC Engine had a bunch of them, like a trailer game, but that's not the word. Anyway, we're like a score attack game is the specific one I'm looking for, because it is limited to 8 stages, so you just gotta get however many points you can get, and like lives aren't really a thing. So it's basically a score tech game. Just the real challenge is eating, you know, trying to get as many ghosts as possible, basically. And like the bonus items, there's only one per stage, and I think the maximum value was 3,000, maybe. Well, no, that was the banana, so I guess the later ones were a bit more. But anyway, there's only one per stage, so it's really much more emphasis on ghosts for points, really. Especially because it's relatively easy to get ghosts here, because it doesn't lower the time you have to eat ghosts. And it doesn't increase their speed. So it's all just about eating up those yummy treat ghosts for Halloween. Maybe they're gummy ghosts. But, you know, pretty good for a free Google Doodle. It's probably the most fun I've ever had with a Google Doodle by far. Well, yeah, I mean, heck. I like the disco ball with cobwebs and a spider and candles and pumpkins here, and the boom box and the kill screen. I wonder if there's messages in those other letters scattered around. I mean, Happy Halloween is in the middle, but I wonder if there's anything in those others. Secret messages. Maybe developer initials or something. Anyway, that was me getting slightly less bad at Pac-Man Halloween 2025 edition. The free Google Doodle. I will have a link to what is hopefully the permanent address of the game. Because you can only access it from the Google homepage, google.com, you know, the default search page, as their clickable, playable doodle. According to the blog, that's only going to be there today, the October 30th, and tomorrow, October 31st, Halloween. But hopefully it'll be available from this permanent link year-round. We'll see. And I'll also try to get the link to their little blog article about it if I remember to do that. And yeah, there's rough edges. Like there was that weird glitch where I died and then respawned. Like it suddenly jumped me to where I had died, and I continued from there after respawning, and then like the ghosts go under the bonus item if they happen to go over it, or well, they go under it instead of going over it like they do in regular Pac-Man. What was the other one? Oh yeah, the ghost eating sound stops before the ghosts all revert to their regular form, which I don't think happens in regular Pac-Man. So, you know, but nothing too terrible there. That respawn one was the weirdest. That could potentially really screw you up, but I mean, if you die as a Pac-Man player, you've already screwed up, and you're the only real, because you get so many lives, the only real thing that can be bad here really is getting, missing out on eating, 4 ghosts per power pellet. The power pellet graphic could have been better. It's supposed to be an eyeball, I think, like a bloodshot eyeball, but it's just so oddly drawn that it's a little harder to read than it should be. And then there's especially that one stage towards the end in the lower left probably on the right as well, but I hit it twice on the lower left where there's like a power pellet, and it's... Is it under a wall, or is it not under like a corner, or maybe it's out in the corner itself, and I keep thinking it's to the left of the corner, but because the walls aren't drawn necessarily to their actual spatial edge, I keep thinking I can like go around the power pellet without eating it, and I keep accidentally eating it because I can't, because there's actually a barrier there, but you just can't really see the whole extent of it. That keeps messing with me, but you know. And I don't like how some of those sort of long, twisty corridors are not really my favorite types of Pac-Man level designs, but hey. They're actually, for the most part, they're decent mazes. They're some of the better Pac mazes. Really. I mean, a lot of the later official Pac games just have horrible mazes. Just shockingly crummy mazes. Shockingly unfun mazes, whereas these mazes are pretty good. And, you know, they didn't mess with the formula too much. There's one, you know, horizontal wraparound tunnel. It's sort of a ghost house, somewhat centrally located. So forth. So yeah, I don't know, pretty good, pretty good. Slightly disappointed that, you know, it isn't a better balanced game with sort of ramped up difficulty and, you know, different timings that keep you on your toes, and, you know, the ability to play through a lot more stages if you're good enough. But as a little score tech game, pretty sweet, really, you gotta say. I mean, certainly I would never come anywhere near to maximizing the score, so I suppose some maniac will probably fairly soon. I'll just be like, yep, I got to maximum. I mean, well, let's see, it's 8 stages. If you get all 4 ghosts, that's, I mean, I should know this, but I don't. What is it, like 200, 400, 800? I can't do math. That's 1400 plus 1600, so that's 3,000 points per power pellet, plus however much the pellets, of course, are worth, but let's just forget about that. So 3,000 times 4, that's 12,000 per stage. Let's round it up to, I don't know, 15,000 per stage. Well, of course, there's the bonus items too. Anyway, we'll say 15,000 per stage, but it'll be a bit more with the bonus items. 15,000 times 8 is oh boy. Well, 15,000 times 2 is 30,000. Times 4 is 60,000. So times 8 is gonna be 120,000. Is that it? $15,000. Well, yeah, because 15,000 times 10 would be 100. So yeah, 120,000 or so is probably the max score. So I guess I'm not that far off, really. It's sort of shocking. Jeepers. Unless I screwed up my basic ghost math. This first one's 200 and 400, that's 600, right? Maybe it is, like, I could swear it gives me more points Let's see this. Gotta get all 4 ghosts. Let's see if it's giving me more than 1,600 points for the last ghost. I swear the score was really jumping on me, but I was probably just not noticing what the actual score was prior to eating that last ghost. So I gotta try to get the ghosts together here. Come on, ghosts. Come on, ghosts, bunch up so I can eat you all easily. Come at me, bros. Heck. Well, that's not what you want to do. I guess I get another shot at it, though. I didn't waste the power pellet, you could say. That was a mistake. Oh, man, the last ghost isn't even out of the house. Oh no, it's gonna get me. Bet this. Okay. Okay, let's get the ghosts out. Come on, ghosts. Come on, all you ghosts. Get out here. Oh no. Okay, it's terrible at this. That other one's gonna go too far away. Dang it! Ghost, you scumbag! Oh! They went the maximum distance, so they took every turn away from me. I guess they're supposed to do that, but you know, that didn't help. Not helping me test this, ghosts. I would have forgotten to look at my score anyway. 69,000 or 6,900. Yeah. Wait. 6,900 went up to like, oh man, I'm trying to use the touchpad on the DualSense and it sucks. I was at 6,900 and I ate the last ghost and it went up to like over 11,000. That's more than 1,600 points. It's probably double that. Wait, let me see. 6,900 plus 3,200 would be 71 plus 3,000 is 10,100, but it went up more than that. It's more than 3,200. Of course, once I play this back, I'll be able to look precisely at what it was. But yeah, the fourth ghost is giving you way more than 1,600 points. So that's weird. And heck, for all I know, maybe the previous ghosts are giving you more than their advertised points as well. Well, I'll have to look at those numbers when I play this back, because I'm obviously terrible at doing it on the fly. But definitely that fourth ghost is way more points than advertised. So I'm not as close to the max score as I thought I was. If it's just the fourth ghost, then that's like, I mean, that was, what was it? It was like 6,900 to like 11,500 or so. That was like 3,600 points. It was like 3,600 points instead of 16,000 points, 1,600 points. So it was like 2,000 extra points for power pellets. That'd be 8,000 extra points per stage. So instead of 120,000, 8,000 times 8, that's 64,000 plus 120 is 184,000 or so. Somewhere around 184,000 might be the max score if it's just the fourth ghost who's giving more points than it shows. But it could be earlier ghosts are giving more points too. I'll have to look that up. I'll have to frame by frame it and see that. Weird. So, if you aren't getting the fourth ghost, even if the previous ghosts are giving more points than advertised, that's probably not as many more points as the fourth ghost gives you. Anyway, kind of a fun score attack game, even if the point multiplication is a little wonky, because it says 1600 on the screen, like Pac-Man usually does, doesn't it? I could swear it did, but yeah, it's weird. Okay, well, that's been fun. Thanks for watching. Again, I will have the link where hopefully this game will be available year-round, but that's up to Google ultimately. It's still playable. I'm going to be posting this video on Halloween, so it'll still be playable for some period of time after I post this video, even if it goes away from everywhere at the end of Halloween, whatever time zone they're basing that on, who knows. But it'll definitely be going away from the Google homepage, probably, somewhere around after the 31st of October is over, but hopefully it will have a permanent address where you can go and play it after that. And it's just kind of a simple version of Pac-Man. It's pretty easy. It loads you up with extra lives. And it's only 8 stages. You can't play more stages than that at a time. And it's really just about trying to eat as many ghosts as you can to get the highest score within those 8 stages. So, that is definitely enough to keep a chump like me busy. You get random hats. I think there might be 8 or so hats that it assigns you one of them at the start of each time you play. So that's cool. Each of the stages is different maze, different wacky, somewhat Halloween-themed graphics. So yeah, good job, Google, Namco, whoever. So yeah, it said 4 of the stages were made in cooperation with Bandai Namco Entertainment. But I don't think we've seen any of these stages in previous Pac games, so I guess that means someone other than Bandai Namco made the other half of the stages and, or did not cooperate on the other half of the stages or whatever. So maybe it was just Google who designed the rest of them, who knows. And who made the weirder ones, I guess, would be the next question. They're all a little weird. Okay. Thanks for watching. Happy Halloween. You might want to brush your teeth. As it happens, I went to the dentist today. And they forgot to charge me. I was a little out of it by the end of the appointment. It's just a cleaning, but you've been lying down in the middle of the day and then get up and there's like, hey, it went great. See you later. And, it'll just, insurance will take care of it. I was like, okay, thanks. I just stumbled out the door. And then this evening I'm thinking, wait a second. They don't take my Washington State Apple Health insurance for dental. Just about anywhere, really. So I just have to pay them out of pocket. Uh, unless that's changed, and I don't think it has, they will not be getting money for my appointment from insurance, so I am going to have to call them tomorrow and say, I guess I have to, you better bill me. Anyway, but yeah, so think about that when you're scarfing down candy. I don't know what that means. I don't know what the lesson there is. I'm just gonna go. I do like that candy corn logo though. That's pretty good. That's pretty good. Well, I mean the candy corn part looks good. The Google part is, it's okay. The Pac-Man with the witch hat's pretty good. Okay, bye bye. Spooky dreams. Okay. See ya.